All right, welcome to the Algebra 1 Geogebra tutorial. Now, what you need to do if you haven't already is you need to open Geogebra. And if you haven't signed in, you need to sign in. And we need to get you to this page here. And if you're having trouble getting to this page, that's all right. Just let me know and we can help and get you there. Once you're here, you're going to want to pick this. You're going to pick Algebra. And we're always going to pick Algebra. And Algebra is nice because it has several things here. We have this calculator pad down here, which you can use to type up there. And it's got different tools on it that we can use to type. Or if we don't want to have this, we can get rid of it with the X, and we can type directly into this input bar over here. Now there's some very important aspects here. There's the input bar, and then there's the actual graphing, and then there are these tools up here. So there's three major parts, and they all work together. So here you see we have an X and Y axis. And what you don't see though is there's no grid. And I always like to have a grid on here. So what you can do is if you right click, you should get this graphics thing that pops up, and you want to choose grid. That way we have a nice grid that we can see. We can see where each point is at. Now, the main thing we're going to use GeoGebra for in Algebra 1 is graphing our lines when we get there. So let's just go over how to make points and how to connect them with lines. There's two ways that you can make a point. The first way is you go over here to the input bar and you type in the coordinates of the point. So let's say we want to make one at 2, 4. We do parenthesis 2, 4. We hit enter and we see that a point appears. Or we can go up here to this tool right here. If we click this, we get a drop down menu. We see our option of point. So if we click point, now anywhere that we click on this graph, a point will appear. So anywhere we want, there will be a point. So now we have several points. The next tool that you're going to want to know how to use is the line tool. And if you click this third option, there's line. And we can create a line two ways. The first way is we pick 2 points and we click on them. So if I pick A and B and I click on them, there's a line that goes through them. If I pick C and F, a line goes through. Or I can just click 2 places on the graph and a line will appear. So if I click here and here, I get a line. Okay. And the final thing I want to talk about is this little arrow move tool. This is very nice because whenever you're on the arrow, you can move anything that's there. So I can move this point D around to a new place. I can move G around, but I can also move these lines. So I can move C and I can change the way this line goes. I can move F up and down the axis. I can move B. I can move A, so on and so forth. So, all right, this is how to use GeoGebra for our graphing points and our lines.